Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Crown of the Skies map. We're playing as a green player out of the 6th position. I am trying to evaluate my board position here because I think the 5 is probably just my best choice. Pretty central to the board. This blizzard is going to be the most impactful one. Red goes back here. I'm going to go on the 5. I got a bunch of material in here. I don't think this is a bad spot. I likely am not able to hold this +7, but if I do, it's a 4-point +7. That's not terrible. Once the trades come in, maybe it's a position that I can hold. It depends on where people are capped. I'm going to get hit. Oh, I don't get hit first. I thought I would get hit first here. We actually have pink potentially slow rolling a capital. That is something I will have no potential play on myself. It evidently looks like it might be the orange player. Orange with a 5 over here. I got a bunch of material on the left-hand side as well. There's, what is that? 9 troops over there. I had a 5, and then we had 10 in here, and then our 1 remaining troop over in the corner. I'm interested to see what comes of this, because with an 8 cap in the middle, I could theoretically move to the right and try to steal this. Yellow starts with 5. We knew that would happen. We will start with 8. I almost assume that we'll have red as a turn 1 bonus taker up here in observatory. These are our bonuses on the board. Oh, this is interesting. Does this go into the 2 here? Because yellow would have been aware of what just happened as well. Is he going to blitz? He blitzes, and that was a flawless blitz. I don't see what happens here. A lot of attacking from yellow already. There's now a world where a turn 1 bonus is actually possible. With 8 starting troops. Orange did lose their capital. And they hit me. That's so interesting. I would have gone through yellow there. This fortifies. Okay, this had the option to fortify, which is interesting. By the way, this is Cheerless Tuesdays. This series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk on the meta settings. That's Progressive Capitals. We play with neutral bots. No rank restrictions. Alliances and portals are off. Fog and blizzards are on. This is crazy. Gonna blitz Red's cap right away. Red's cap's terrible. I'm not interested in this. I wouldn't be interested in this one way or the other. Truly would have no interest in this. Blue. Okay, that's so strange. I feel kind of bad for red that all but one of blue's troops are placed up next to them here. I have to imagine blue is capped nearby. Red goes MIA. Nope, they are back. Okay. Got to be careful if you're red here. I think you just stack everything on cap and attack off the 3 here. That is so unbelievably unhinged, and I love it. And they're going to play for... Okay. So they actually don't have anything on... As much as I didn't want red's capital, I'm going to take it. Are you kidding me? Look at those dice. Double 1-on-1 loss there. I could have taken this. This was orange's cap. I believe this was orange's cap at least. Yellow's original is over here. The 3 on the 4 I'm not so mad about. It's the follow-up. I wasn't actually going to play for this position at all, but the moment red ensured that they didn't have anything on capital, I was like, all right, I have to. This is a really interesting position. I could have played for this too, off of the 2, a little boom boom. They don't end up winning this, so yellow will hold. Pink actually just straight up quits. So yellow's in a really, really good spot on this board. We need to hope that blue doesn't aggress me up here. Step down this way. This could be a 3 capital player. Now, I do think orange will try to play off of their position and come take their capital back. That would be my expectation. I mean, red is gone. That fortifies to a position I don't see. I do worry that they're going to play this too slow. Yeah. I don't know that I even have interest in holding this. The thing is looking at where their troops are, orange should have placed here. I mean, you got a 5 over here. This should have been the position you're aggressing from. Now, I do fear that blue, they fortified to the right here. Are they going to beeline for this? Oh, they don't take it with a 5 then. We're totally fine. A 3-on-3 is almost certainly not going to win. And red has quit. Red, I loved the unhinged play of hitting this. The follow-up afterwards is where something is left to be desired. I do worry yellow actually has triple capital. Now, if red's going to stack up here, we're in a little bit of trouble with that. I think blue must be over in here somewhere then. At this point, I probably just want to defend my capitals as best I can. Yellow has 2 pretty good caps. This one here, especially strong. Red's cap wasn't good, but again, because it was effectively hitting a 4 and then supposed to be free, I should have had 5 troops here. But we lost 1 on a 1 on both of these rolls, which is just like the worst feeling in the world. Red is MIA. They're only getting 3 troops. So places here. I'm going to go this. I need to leave some defense here. If I leave like 5 troops here, I think we're fine. I'm going to put a guaranteed 1 here. And then the rest up here. I think a 9 survives here. 5-on-2, I'm going to try it. I should not have tried it. Red with a 5 over there. Interesting. I was like, surely yeah, yellow has 3 caps. Surely the 5-on-3 won't fail. Now blue can take this from me. And if they do, that's going to be really, really unfortunate. He's going to wrap around and take this bonus here. This is basically like, can I get a good enough position? The problem is blue's going to be upset because blue wanted red's cap. And now they're going to get red's cap. I knew I shouldn't have rolled the 5-on-3. I was like, surely this won't be a problem. And then it was a problem. Okay, finally, orange is placing in the right spot. I respect that they're still here. Hit yellow there. And blue's going to put the troops here. Especially because they saw me fail the 5-on-2. I'd be surprised if they didn't put the troops there. Weirdly, though, they are not hitting me here. So, come on, break yellow. Oh, if they break yellow. They don't. That's a bummer. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm going to put the 6 up here. The rest on cap. Blue's actually holding this bonus. Don't hit yellow at all. There's a chance I don't get broken by blue or yellow, but yellow actually doesn't have the bonus here, which I thought they were going to, so this is good. If we let blue hold, then maybe blue's natural progression is this way. It's also the possibility that orange breaks them. Yellow has quite the positioning so far. And they have the Friends of Risk dice. Shout out to the friends over at Friends of Risk. I mentioned this was Tier List Tuesday. I didn't mention the bonuses, I don't think. Observatory +2, Crown Plaza and Lighthouse +3, Artisan District and Industrial Zone +4. Waterworks is a +7, as is Commercial Hub, and then Docks a +6 if you're able to hold it. The Waterworks bonus is 4 territories split between 4 different parts of the map. So 1 here, 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 and here, each in different bonuses. Yellow does not break us. Yellow only with 3 troops on cap here. This is, if blue doesn't break us, a potentially very bad play by yellow. The first very bad play I think I've seen all game. Don't know what this is for. We're going to bank on blue, hopefully not breaking us, but I think they're going to. But there's the possibility if they break us at full force, they don't break us. Oh, they're over here. That is interesting. I can just take this cap from yellow. There's no reason not to take this from yellow, I don't think. It's going to irritate yellow, but it is also absolutely the right choice. Positionally, this is absolutely the right choice. That's fine. I would bring your 5 back to capital. Because I'm going to hold the +2, double capital, and I'll only get 9, but it's... If it clean rolls, could also fail, which you got to keep in mind. But I don't really think there's any reason not to take this. It does clean roll. And we break here. I think that was the right choice. Yellow actually has horrible defense on all of their positions as well. So I anticipate getting broken here. This might even try to... If this swings through, if they try to roll the 8 cap here with the 14... Like, I didn't care about getting broken here. This isn't important to me. That's an awful play. Now you're not defended over here. You're letting orange back into the game. Wow. That is a just absurd play by the yellow player. I won't be able to play for this. I don't want to set, but I can potentially play for this here. I bet orange wishes they were... Actually, orange might even try to take off of the 2 that they had here. Yeah, they took this. So yellow gave them this for free. And orange is back on a cap. They're back in the game. Wow. I mean, this is an absolute legendary bag fumble by yellow. An over-aggression play, not defending your capitals. This might be a defensive position here, which concerns me a little bit. I don't know that they break yellow off of this. Blue card skips? That might have been incidental. Yeah, I don't agree with blue's play there. I don't want to put too much here. Yellow's the first trade in. So actually, they're getting 7. I thought for sure, I'm the 3 cap player. They jumped to 3 after they took back. And now are they going to hit orange instead? Like, we may end up seeing orange on 3 troops. Just full hitting me down in here. I understand why they're not happy with me. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, orange is back on a cap over here. I do fear blue a little bit. I wanted to make sure I got a better trade, and I don't know why blue skipped. A great recovery from orange. Yellow really needed to defend their capitals. They were too busy trying to churn through material and take bonuses where they weren't defending themselves enough. Pink is also worth cards. We need to keep that in mind. That this could be pink right here. This could be the end of pink. So if blue doesn't hit me here, I might actually be interested in that. Blue gets 1 fewer troop this turn, and they accidentally card skipped. I think they're going to hit me here. They hit orange. There's me. This could be pink. We don't know. Because there was orange here. Now it leads me to believe that pink's actually in here. Because blue has this. So we trade in. We get a +2 on observatory. Might as well hit that. I think pink could be up here. Let's go 2 here. This will be my fortify. We'll go that much here. This is my most important capital. Orange here, yellow here. Okay. Right, red is in the way. Red is worth a card. I'm going to knock orange out of here. Excuse me. Yeah, yellow has this whole thing. So pink is in here with orange. And orange actually could have pink kill guarded right here. Now, if yellow comes and rolls my cap, they lose. This is a game-losing play on the spot if they hit this. Absolutely idiotic choice. I mean, just so unbelievably terrible. Because this wasn't a particularly good capital anyway. We will get this back. We'll potentially steal their cap over here as well. I mean, I am dumbfounded at the lack of skill of this yellow player. I mean, they did a very good play to take orange's cap in the early game away from the pink player, and this particular follow-up has been tremendously unimpressive. Orange with a wise choice of targeting the pink material there. Now, blue could potentially weasel up here, take this. I mean, yellow has nothing on cap here. If yellow gets to 5, I would consider trading in and aggressing them. At this point, there's not much reason to aggress them. Certainly no reason to aggress blue. I could potentially break yellow here, I guess, just to make sure they don't get the extra troops. Blue trades. Oh no, blue doesn't trade early. Blue trades normally. I actually think, I don't know, is the extra, I don't, depends on if orange sets, right? Like, I don't know that I want to, I think I do trade here, because whatever tomfoolery yellow pulls off into me is going to be quite annoying. Could rather just sink them. This guy somehow has as much territory as he has. I knew the trade would come. Now he has to decide which cap he wants. Does he want this one? Because this one's awful. This is the one I would want him to want. Now the issue is the longer I fight yellow, the more I have to... Yeah, he's going to play for that. Loses 16 troops. And then we'll probably take... Yeah, I was going to say, we'll probably take the whole bonus. And then the funniest part about this whole thing is going to be when he sits the 6 troops here instead of on the capital. And then the question is, how can I eliminate him? Guys, I can't make this stuff up sometimes. Do fear that orange will... Oh, orange doesn't hit me. Orange actually plays nice. Blue is getting fit. Blue has this whole bonus here. That is bad. Now, I know yellow, or I know orange can break this. So I'm better off just defending my positions. Well played. Oh, this has actually changed what happens here. Where now the yellow player does not have a capital. Blue just took it. I need to remain positioned to eliminate yellow. Like, this is good. If he wants to open me here, I can clean him out of here. Because orange doesn't have access to this. So then I need to be able to hit here, here, and here. The 10 theoretically would grab everything in here. Orange might actually be going for this already. He gets red down here. 18. So he has the business to get this. What he doesn't have is the ability to get through my cap over here. So now, when he goes for this elimination, we need to hope that blue's not aware that he can just eliminate yellow in here. Oh, you don't have it. And I get it. It's 3 cards. Blue may end up with this. Oh, does he break blue because he doesn't want blue to get it? He does break blue. I'm hoping that this irritates blue. We just gotta hope blue's not super aware of what just occurred. Because we know we have yellow trapped in here. Blue steals yellow's cap up here. 14 has access to it if we need it. I mean, he doesn't even have to add to the 19 to get this in here, which is the bad part. That was a massive overcommitment by orange. Now, orange did get red and pink, so that's 3 extra cards for orange. Now, we're not playing exponential per player or progressive per player. Blue trades, that's bad, but they're taking a really long time on their turn. The benefit to blue trading is if they use these troops, because I haven't done anything wrong to them, they may use these troops to reaggress orange, maybe even steal orange's capital. These are presumably attacks down in here. They get back to this position, only with a 4, though. Don't think they have the time to get yellow here. So we would get 3 cards off of yellow right now. We've had kind of a tough go at it here with this early battle with yellow. I'm going to make sure we have enough here. Yellow. Yellow had a trade on 3 with a Joker, everybody. That is very good that we snagged that. +2 back here. I'm not going to over attack here. I don't think that's in my best interest. Blue actually does retaliate on orange because I think orange would have had this bonus on this turn. I'm interested to see what orange does because blue will likely get a lot of troops on this next turn, and I'm going to have to fight them. I do have a trade-in. Not getting a ton of troops right now. This 12 goes back. Yeah, and I left them with that ability. So theoretically, actually getting blue out of this position is probably a good idea. Leave my cap open to them. Leave this cap open here and take this +7. Because you see, blue still gets 19 troops. Yeah, I mean, let me tell you this, guys. There is absolutely nothing wrong with an early game play in which you are taking other capitals that are available to you. You see somebody make the mistake of slow rolling on turn 1 or trying to aggress a capital on turn 1. You have an easy take of it. What yellow did in the early game is totally fine. What I have an issue with is what yellow did in the late game. Or not late game, but middle game, I guess is more accurate. What yellow did in the middle game, where... Excuse me. Does orange have this now? Oh. Blue, I didn't notice, so I didn't see the cap numbers flip. This is really good for me, actually, because orange will theoretically try to take their capital back. That is so good for me. The blue went down through here. I assume they just get it back and not much more. Yeah, back to 19. They were getting 19 the previous turn, so they do lose the capital. Did they trade? They didn't trade to do that either, so orange just had a poorly defended capital, even with the 12 shifting over there. Blue needs to be careful aggressing me. This is, I think, a mistake. This 34 here makes it feel like they are going to hit me. Orange is only on 2 cards, so probably not in my best interest to hit them. I do have a trade-in, but I don't actually think trading is a good idea for me. Oh, he lost the cap again. Probably breaks me over here then, right? And he shows me the card that he takes. That's not good. I just assumed with the trade-in he would have held because blue didn't set either the times taking it. This should be a win, I hope. My previous game I played... Oh, this is interesting. He's going to set to hit me. This is not the right play. This is about to be a very, very, very bad play. If he rolls one of my capitals over here. Well, that's not even enough troops to hit here. And neither is that. Now, you could theoretically take this one. But I don't think he's well positioned to take the orange elimination. There's no reason for me personally not to take the orange elimination. I need to position myself to take the orange elimination off of this capital, specifically because I think blue probably has him kill guarded. That would be my assumption, at least. So let's hit here. I can actually see. Oh, he's only got 24. All right. He did have him kill guarded. That's where the troops are. That is where the troops are, ladies and gentlemen. This is back-to-back games I've had guys do this, where they, and blue has potentially quit here. That was not the right choice. Back-to-back games where I've had players do this. It looks like blue has quit, mostly because I think blue thought I was going to eliminate orange. That would make sense how this got lost. I thought blue just had a bunch over here because of how much he was getting over and over again. There's 2 straight games I've seen somebody play with troops off cap when they think they're going to lose their capital anyway, which he wouldn't have done. Like already instantly playing for second. And I don't like that. The last I played, this is my second attempt at recording. I will be completely transparent with all of you, and it won't even be on the second channel. I'm not uploading the first game. The first game, it turned into a 3-player game in which I thought one of the other 2 opponents wanted to work with me because he got mad when I didn't hit the strongest guy. I hit the strongest guy, and then he turns on me and tries to card block me for the rest of the game while the other guy is just clearly going to win. It was very frustrating because we had a chance to work together and to play for the win, and instead this player did not play for the win. They just played to, yeah, not for the win. So I didn't really appreciate that much. They took second place. They took second place instead of trying to win the game. Orange didn't have a trade on 4. That's brutal. That is really, really tough. By the way, if you're wondering why I go for orange in that position, even though blue has quit, I cannot guarantee that orange with their trade-in isn't going to try to sway the outcome of this game. I don't know if blue is going to return. As much as I'd love to give the player who didn't leave the better placement, I don't have that luxury. So at this point, we're just going to try to clean up as much of this as possible. 4 on 2. Oh, huge. I assume blue does not return, but, you know, maybe they do. Interesting win. Crown of the Skies is super interesting map because depending on the blizzards and even without the blizzards, you can kill guard on this map super easily. We actually already used the Joker. You can kill guard on the map super easily. You can sometimes hold bonuses, sometimes not. I wish blue didn't quit, by the way. Me failing the elimination on orange. This is why you should stick around. I didn't succeed. There's the potential that blue can actually steal that elimination, get the cards for themselves, and continue fighting. They evidently do not do that. They also needed to, if they were going to hit me, needed to put all of the troops on one spot and do it, and they just didn't. Orange was master. I'm not surprised orange was a decent player. They stuck around despite not having a capital. But it's that play. It's 2 straight games. The game before, I had a guy who thought he was going to lose his capital, even though he had enough troops to hold, bail on the cap, and then try to float around with no capital. I just don't think that's a good play. And because I don't have to hit cap troops, I'm going to target you for your cards in that position. And that happened in the first game that, again, I won't be uploading, and it's happening in this game. Obviously, blue quit, but I would have gone for orange in that position if blue had stayed, especially with my own impending trade, just to try to make sure that that player doesn't have any chance at coming back in the game. So that was my thinking process there. As far as the map and where it lands on our tier list, we don't have the most robust image here, but the waterworks positions, theoretically you could cap on one of these spots and kill guard somebody for like the entirety of the game. All three of the 4 waterworks positions are 1 point holds, nesting somebody into that, with the exception of the one up here bordering Crown Plaza. Now, the observatory bonus is a 1 point hold. You frequently get people capping on that. And that cap, I know it's only a +2 bonus, but that cap spot is super strong because of the ability and its connections to Artisan, Lighthouse, and Docks. All 3 of those bonuses. It's a super robust cap, and honestly, a little bit overpowered when people choose it. Yeah, we didn't have the pink player choosing it this game, despite having that potential to choose it. And it's just super strong. This territory here, where we had blue stacking their troops, is also very, very strong. They didn't cap here, but if they did cap here, that it holds one of the avenues from one side of the board to the other. With 4 blizzards, they tend not to be the most impactful spots. The one that we had in Docks here was pretty impactful. You're never going to have one up here, but sometimes you'll get Lighthouse as a 1 point hold bonus. Sometimes you'll get Docks as like a 1 or 2, well, not a 1 point, but like a 2 or 3 point hold rather than 4. Can really spice it up. It's a fine map. I think it would actually benefit from being a little bit bigger. Which I don't, weirdly, I'm not one of those ones who needs a huge map to play the meta settings on. But this is one where I think that kind of ring formation with the outer pathing and then the inner pathing would work with either larger bonuses or almost a position more like Atlantis, where there's just more territories in bonuses that are actually the same size. Like more bonuses and territories is kind of what I'm getting at. All in all, it's fine. It's not, you could do a lot worse than this map. You could do a lot better. It's not my favorite and not my least favorite. So we're going to throw this up here in C tier. It's pretty quintessential C tier map. I like I mentioned Atlantis. I think Atlantis is a better map than this one, but I don't think it's too much better. I think I would take this over Mira, but and actually over Plants Noir, but not ahead of GPU. That's where Crown of the Skies is going to land. It's fine. I don't think I like it as much as Abandoned Crystal Mines. But it's a perfectly serviceable map for the purposes of playing the progressive capital settings. We'll be looking at Drained Great Lakes next week, and then the Terraform Venus map the week after that. So stay tuned for those. As always, everybody, I've been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.